If I should die. How the things looking, I don't know.
Yo, man.
Very, very lyrical, man. Very
Very,
lyrical guy, man.
If he should die, don't cry, he said.
That's it.
Yo.
Tell Big I said they still hearing the songs, running the park, asking
Where we went wrong. That's right.
Yeah, that was tough.
You heard that, TP?
That was tough.
Yes, sir.
That was tough. Yeah, man.
Well, we back live in the booth, man.
Accent
You know what I'm
Big.
saying?
Word up.
After that
We
DJ
back.
Hot Sauce intermission, you know what I'm
Yep.
saying, which was fire.
Yes,
I know
sir.
y'all missed that, yeah, but we back though.
Yo, say that line again.
What?
Asking Pac, what did he
Yeah,
say?
say that line.
Hold
Say that
on,
line.
Say that again.
Hold on.
Say that.
I see Big telling they still playing his song.
Uh-huh.
Pac asking where we went wrong.
Hot.
Yo.
Remember they had a little beef. Remember?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The part
Salute to Jay-Z.
I'm getting to is running to Pac. Where did we go wrong?
Yeah, in other words, that's when they had that little, that
Yeah,
little beef they
You
had.
know, because it's all wrong now. Still,
Everything is all wrong, man.
it's all messed up.
Don't get me started.
It's
Hip
all-
hop on life support right now.
That's
Yeah.
what I say.
Oh,
Hip hop is in a terrible
Life
state
support,
right now.
life support.
But you know what though? And I'm gonna keep it real. This is where the pioneers of any aspects of hip hop come back into play.
But you know
like
what?
like the Super Friends. You dig, like the Avengers, man.
But let's
You know?
let's keep it 100, right? Easier said than done, right?
right.
Because our pioneers are all hitting 70 years old.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
DJ Hollywood's birthday's today. Just
Just
turned
shout out to
70.
DJ
That's
Hollywood,
right.
man.
Just turned
Turned
70.
70.
I
You
remember
know
we
what
had
I'm saying?
Hollywood up here
You
too,
know what I'm
man.
saying?
Salute to you.
Happy birthday,
Word
Hollywood.
up.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And I can remember being a little kid seeing Hollywood and Michael Goody and DJ Devon play at the Fantasia.
Sheesh.
At the Fantasia
At
on
the
Merrick Boulevard.
Fantasia.
Between Linden and what I think it was 116, 115 in Linden
Yeah,
on Merrick.
right there by Linden and on Merrick.
Yeah, down the block from my church.
Right
'cause
by the
I-
church. Yep.
Morning Star Missionary Baptist Church.
Mm-hmm.
I was in the youth ministry there.
Talk about it.
Yep.
Did it?
That's right. You know what I mean? How about that?
Liberace.
Salute to that, man.
That's right, man. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I said it's easier said than done. Time is of the essence. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah,
we done
know-
lost a few. Like Eddie Chiba. We lost a few. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know?
Right.
Yep.
Yeah.
We lost a few along the way. So, time is of the essence, man. And you know what? What I would like to see though, for real, all these cats that became multimillionaires based upon the pioneers back.
That's a fact.
Right?
Yep.
I think they should all put some money in a pot and a pool as a retirement fund for those pioneers, man.
Being that you said
You know what I'm
that,
saying?
shout out to Nas, man. I think Nas has started a company like that where a lot of the pioneers could get health benefits and things like that. You understand? Started some type. I forgot the name of the program. But I know he started a program where a lot of hip hop pioneers. You know what I'm saying?
Because I'm gonna tell you,
you know what I mean?
one thing that really knocked me off my square a few years ago when Kool Herc was sick. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And he was having a rough time, and people was going around looking for donations, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, nobody.
And I'm like, hold up, that's Kool Herc.
That's it.
Right. We know that they didn't get the bread and everything else, but you know what? All these other cats that became multi-millionaires and billionaires off the strength of what these brothers did, y'all know what their situation is. You know what I'm saying? Just like, that other brother said, in one of his songs, talk about what they did to the Cold Crush and what they said. You know all that.
Wow.
Right.
What you doing for the Cold Crush?
Mm-hmm.
Because you in position and it ain't gonna hurt you. You know what I'm saying?
That's why I salute the LL.
You know what I'm
That's what I
saying?
was just about to say.
You-
Now,
you-
shout
you-
out
you-
to
you-
LL, man.
He
Word
ain't
up.
talking. He
That's
ain't
right.
talking.
That's right. That's right.
These motherfuckers out here talking.
That's right.
They talking that shit,
That's
and
right.
it sounds good,
That's
but
right.
they ain't doing it.
Nope.
That's right. You know what I'm saying? That's right. So you know what?
If I could do half of what I wanted to do for the pioneers, if I had a little fucking money, I could if I had $1 million, I could do some crazy shit for hip hop.
Mhm.
Can you imagine what these brothers can do? They got
Billions.
10 millions and 20 million. They got millions of dollars,
That's right.
billions of dollars.
Billions.
You know what? But they selfish and they came up in an era of,
I got mines, get yours.
Right.
F them.
And I keep telling
You know
people,
what I'm saying?
these cats has got money They got the best interest of themselves, not the best interest of hip hop.
I got mine.
And we gotta understand the difference.
Absolutely.
Just because you got money and you hip hop don't mean that you got hip hop's best interest.
Well, first of all,
So true.
what we hear out there today ain't hip hop. I don't know what that
That's
is.
a fact.
I don't know what that is, man. So you know what? When everybody was, like, I ain't knocking nobody hustle, man, but
It ain't hip hop.
drill music, trap music, all that ain't hip hop. That's
No.
something else.
Yep.
That's a hybrid. That's something else.
See,
Because hip hop was feel good music.
Right.
right,
It was feel good.
right,
It had a message in the music. It was
Right.
feel good.
right,
It was partying, no bullshit.
right.
That's
You know
right.
what I'm saying?
That's
Right.
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 Ain't nobody had nothing in hip hop that talked about murder, death, kill, or drug dealing
Okay.
or drugs. When the Furious Five did White Lines, they
That
said
was-
don't do it.
That's right.
That's
opened
right.
Your, it opened
They
your
said
mind,
don't do it.
Open your
That's
eyes to
right.
what's
You know what I'm
going
saying?
on. See,
You
the
know?
thing is,
So,
though,
things in the game and change. So all that other stuff's out here, that ain't hip hop, man.
Yeah.
That ain't hip hop.
But it's these labels and these record execs. See, their main goal is to promote nothing but sex, money, and murder. That's what's going to keep us down. You understand what I'm saying?
Mhm.
If we start talking that conscious stuff and uplifting and whatever and elevating, they don't want that. You understand what I'm saying? You
Never
understand
did.
something, man. It all boils down to this, man. Us as a people, we are very, very, very powerful.
But
we intimidate other races
but-
off
but
our
check it, though.
genius.
Right.
But
You
Right.
understand what I'm saying? Off of our genius. And
but
they
check it
know-
though. But you do know, right? To change the narrative, we have to create something.
Right.
That's like
Right.
that's like what I do here. This is my thing.
Right.
Right.
We're gonna do what we want to do because people don't realize that there's only 6 media companies in the world, and they're all in cahoots.
Right.
They actually get together and have a meeting and say this is what we're gonna do, this is what we ain't
That's
gonna
right. That's what I was
do.
going to
This is what we're
say.
gonna do, this is what we ain't gonna do.
That's
you know what I'm saying?
right.
So when they decided to change the narrative of hip hop,
That's
they
when
did it
everything went down.
collectively.
Yeah.
You know what? And it was only something for America. It wasn't worldwide.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because we are the originators.
That's
We are the
right.
pioneers.
That's right.
So everybody wants to follow us.
That's
you know what I'm saying?
right.
And if y'all
Mhm.
ever travel, right, around the world, I done been around and did some things,
they
right?
love
Right.
hip hop.
You go into Europe, right?
Right.
You go to Europe.
They
Let's
love
let's,
us.
let's go. Let's just talk about the UK.
They
right?
love us.
You go into London and they imitate everything that New York
New York
City
City
does.
does.
Yes.
Yep.
Everything New York City does.
Yes.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? They
Yes.
got their little section of in London that you would think you in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Because they have adopted the mannerism and the behaviors of us. You know what I'm saying? So guess what? When they changed the narrative, they changed it for America. They changed it for New York.
Right. They
Because
ain't
everybody was following the leader.
Right.
New York City was the leader. You know what I'm saying? And if you knock them off their track,
Mhm.
you got it.
That's what,
You know
that's
what I'm
what
saying?
they did.
And
That's
And
why they
we
commercialized everything.
haven't
we
been
got.
back on track since.
Because we didn't
it's,
figure it out yet.
it's not but modern day Willie Lynch
Yeah, of
techniques.
course.
Because guess what? You know what? When they was able to separate the black man from the black woman
Mm-hmm.
by saying we're gonna give you housing
And food.
and food stamps,
Mm-hmm.
but he can't be here.
That's right.
He gotta go,
Mhm.
That's
right?
right.
So
Mhm.
that was a plan to divide and conquer.
Of course.
Right? So they used the same plan
Of
when it came to
course.
music. They
Of
gave
course.
us some stuff. They laid the game down
Mhm.
to destroy what we had going.
That's right.
Because guess what? When nothing was out there but consciousness,
They wasn't having that.
they didn't like that.
Nah, 'cause we uplifted.
We stopped, the destruction. Come on, we had that hip hop song, self-destruction.
Self-destruction.
All that was going
all
on.
in the same
Listen,
game.
listen,
Things like that.
we-
yeah.
We're going in a whole nother direction.
Mhm.
Right.
The Big Six said, "Now we're gonna stop this right here. This gonna end."
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? This gonna end. And you know what? Like I say it over and again. When I walked away from Atlantic Records, everybody thought I was crazy. And I told them what was happening. You know what I'm saying? Because it was something that they said, we're doing this in our black music division. That's what they said.
Black music division. Ain't that
This
something?
vision.
Yeah, every company got a
Yeah,
Division.
yeah.
No,
yeah,
I
you
get
know what I
it.
mean?
Yeah.
So they didn't do it anywhere else, but didn't do the knowledge, right? Although, T.I. put Iggy Azalea on, right?
Mhm.
You listen to her records?
Who?
Iggy
Not
Azalea.
at all.
Is
Does any of her music
Not
sound
at
like
all.
anything that these black female artists or rappers are doing?
Nope.
No, not at all. So if you look at what they put out for their artists, that's gonna, ultimately bleed out into their community. It's not the same music.
Of course it ain't.
It ain't the same vibe.
Of course it ain't.
You know what I'm saying? But we fall for the okie doke all the time.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
It's the money.
It ain't even about the money so much as the money. It's the fact that ignorance is bliss,
Yep.
and mind control is very easy because now you got the great grandkids of the crack babies.
Of
That's
course.
what they're dealing with. Not even the
Yeah.
grandkids of the crack baby, the great grandkids of the crack baby.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that whole thing that affected those generations and the thought process is what they catered to. You know what I'm saying? Because guess what? This is what they know.
Mm-hmm.
This is what they saw. So they planted the seed, run with that. Tell your story. That's your story.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? That ain't their story. That's your story.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why we act where we at, man.
In shambles.
You know
Hip
what I
hop
mean?
is in the state of shambles, man.
Hip hop.
You know what I mean? We got to get it back, people. You know what I'm saying? We got to control ours. We got to take what is ours back. They commercialized it.
But I'm gonna tell y'all,
You know what
forgive
I
me.
mean?
I'm a little nerdy. I got my
Nah,
little
nah,
nerdy
you
shit
don't
going
know
on.
that, bro.
You know what I'm
Knowledge is
saying?
power.
You know what I'm saying? I'm intellectually fucking flawed sometimes. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause
So I got a
see
question.
things that way.
I got a question.
Break it down, man.
So what we gonna do about it? What is the solution? What are some ideas, some suggestions that starting from me that what I can do so we can carry the legacy of what all these pioneers have put in.
But you already doing it.
I'm doing it,
You know why you
but I
already doing
can't
it?
do it by myself.
But you're not doing it by
That's
yourself.
why you got us.
You're not doing it by
That's why
yourself.
you got
know what
us.
I'm saying? Because guess what? Right here, we reaching 3 million people a month. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
On our platform. That's nothing in radio,
Right.
right?
Right.
But our message is clear. What we talk about,
That's right.
what we do, the music we play.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And the thing is, if we speaking about it, somebody gonna listen.
Mhm.
Right.
If we
Absolutely.
posting about it, somebody gonna share it.
Mhm.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And it's all about getting the conversation going. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? You got LL doing what he doing,
Mhm.
right?
Right.
He ain't talking about it, he being
doing
about
it.
it.
That's right.
And then when you look at all the podcasts he go on, that story he tell and how he lay it out, it can't be denied. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So guess what? Everybody wants to follow the leader. Everybody want to be the leader. So to be the leader, you have to follow the leader.
That's right.
You know what I'm
gotta
saying?
learn,
So
watch, observe.
we have to
observe.
lead by example.
Right.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
So what you doing, what we talking about, what we doing, that's the key.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's the snowball effect. You throwing the pebble down the hill in the snow and it, boom, you got the big snowball, right? That's what we
Right.
got to keep doing. You know what I'm saying? And the more people that we can get on the train with us, the better it'll be. You know what I'm saying? Because
Right.
the divide and conquer,
It ain't
gotta
working
stop.
no more.
And
It
that's
ain't working
why-
no more.
you know what I say every day, all day, every time on the radio, we better together.
Right.
That's something that's
That's
real
a fact.
simple. We
That's
better
it,
Yeah,
together.
I never
We
really
better
heard it
together.
like that.
Actual
but-
fact.
You tell people we better together. That's gonna make them stop and think. We better together. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Because guess what? I know what I could do, right?
Right.
But I'm one person, right?
Yep.
Right.
But if all of us get together and we in step together, people gonna take notice. You know what I'm saying? And everybody wants to be a part of something.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And if we create the new wave of hip hop, everybody want to be a part of it. You know what I'm saying?
And on the flip side of that, unfortunately, for myself, that I'm finding out now that I evolved and I got to the opportunity to do what I do, and I have an influence. Everybody's been coming at me with carrot sticks,
Yeah.
and so now the problem is, a lot of times you really, because I'm as passionate as I am, I have sometimes I allow my passion to override the business
Mhm.
aspect of an opportunity or situation, and I had to stop that because a lot of people talk a good game
Mhm.
and they want to fuck with you because of what platform I'm on,
Mhm.
and they saw me evolve. They saw me get from here to here to here. I grind and I put in the work, and I did everything possible to make it happen. And a lot of times when you evolve, people don't like they don't say they're not hating, but they wish that, okay, let's see if we can get Geechee Dan to this function here and all that for free.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, yo, I'm not trying to get you for the, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get your pockets. But a lot of times I have to say no, because, you know, if someone is doing the same shit every fucking 6 months and you still doing the same shit that I suggested for you to do something else different, or why don't you try to do this way or go this route, and you don't do it, but you want me to come and you want to utilize my influence without paying me.
Mm-hmm.
I got a problem with that.
Well, you know what?
And I'm explaining.
And you should be paid.
I'll give you an example. We did Farmers Boulevard event. We did our 4th one in September, right? There's an organization in the Bronx that do an annual event every year. And I support the event. I go every year, support. But there's a lot of problems, a lot of egos, people not getting paid, not doing it the right way.
Mm-hmm.
I tell people, when we did Farmers Boulevard event this past August, we got $500,000. We got a check.
That's dope.
We got a check to upgrade the Rock,
That's
Liberty
dope.
Rock,
That's dope.
the sidewalk, put the lighting, put lights around the Rock,
Mhm.
permanent
That came from
permanent
the
lighting.
Mhm.
That came from the Senate,
That's dope.
the senator, Leroy
Mhm.
Cumbry.
Yes, yes. Mhm.
So we was able to, next year, we be able to pay artists to perform.
Mhm.
We got all the businesses on Farmers Boulevard,
Mhm.
on Liberty Avenue,
Yep.
to sponsor,
Mhm.
donate money. We got the supermarket, the Chinese restaurant that all these black people going
That's
buying
right.
Chinese food. No, y'all on Farmers Boulevard. We want you to contribute.
You gotta get in.
So we went to and
That's for sure.
you know, knocked on the door, so to speak, and said, yo, you want your name on the flyer? Then contribute. And we got all the businesses
Mhm.
and put their names on our t-shirt.
Mhm.
We made t-shirts
Mhm.
and we put, this business. We had about 12 businesses.
Mhm.
And so I said, yo, I told the organization in the Bronx, I said, yo, y'all got this on this avenue here. This is a major avenue. This is a major boulevard. Why don't you go and get White Castle, IHOP, all these Italian restaurants, these coffee shops, you got all these, the weed spots, the legal weed spots.
Uh-huh.
Get all these people to participate in this event.
Mhm.
I don't understand why are y'all so broke? Why are y'all not getting the money, the funds to do what we already done in 4 years? Y'all already going on 5 years, and y'all can't get the money from the community. Y'all can't give Jazzy J money. Y'all can't cut him a check.
Well, you know what? You're right. But sometimes you only as good as the people you surround yourself with.
And,
Right.
Because
and a
guess
lot
what?
of people don't like
A lot of people know how to throw a party, right?
right.
They don't know how to do an event,
That's right.
right?
Mm.
So, if you don't know how to do an event, you don't know how to fundraise.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? And because you don't know, you're afraid to ask.
Right,
You know what
because
I'm
want because I'm finding out a lot of these people, they want to shine.
They want to shine.
They want to shine, and they feel like if I get involved, I'm taking some of that shine away from
And look
them.
here, look here. I'm gonna take you back a little bit, man. I'm gonna take you back just a little bit, man. You remember like back in the days, Red Parrot and all the different places. You used to have the artists come perform. You used to have the joints, right?
Mhm.
And the promoters that was doing these parties didn't have the money to really pay the artists, right?
Right.
But they went to the street to get the money, right?
Right.
and the street dudes put the money up because what they wanted to do. They just wanted to walk across the stage.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And be seen.
Okay, their
right?
name.
Hear their name, right?
Right.
Peter Shoe.
Yep.
That's what I'm thinking about.
Right.
Just want to walk across the stage.
Right.
You know what I mean? Having a cheers moment. Want everybody to know his name.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, they had that element then. So you had people who could source and put money together to do stuff like that, right? But nowadays, to make things happen, you got to make people a believer.
Right.
Like what we do up here with our unity in the community, I spend the first dollar. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We done did it 3 years in a row. You know what I mean? And I spent $50,000 of my own money.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because every year I'm spending $15,000. I'll lay out $15,000 out of my pocket every year, and then, you know, whatever the little expenses that pop up along the way.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You know what? And each year I step it up. I got some sponsorship coming in. You know what I'm saying? You know, I got
Right.
Coke. I got Coke on the hook.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They show love, right? But I'm trying to get everybody else involved.
Right.
Because everybody want to be a part of something, right? But they holding the pocketbook tight.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I mean?
No doubt. Right.
But my thing is this here. I tell everybody pick a ball before you drop it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You better get in while we're on the ground floor.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because as we rise into the top, you know what I'm saying?
Can't get.
I
in.
don't need you.
I don't need word.
I don't need
I don't
you.
want you. How about that?
Right. Don't want you.
I
Don't need you.
you.
You know what I'm saying? Because guess what? Everybody want to come to the party,
Mm-hmm.
right? You know what I'm saying? And when we do it big, man. You know what I'm saying? We got the stage and sound out there. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't talking about no bullshit.
Right.
You know, bunch of pallets put together to make a stage.
Right.
I got a truck out there that opens up, bam, I got a stage.
Right.
I got a truck out there that's a billboard truck.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? With billboard, with everybody's ads, logos flashing on it. You know what I mean? We doing it. Everything we do is major league, right?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But it's out of my pocket right now.
Right.
I got a couple sponsors coming along, you know what I'm saying? And we growing. And when we get to that next level, we've even stepped our entertainment up. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I mean?
And the worst thing somebody can tell you is no.
Hey, listen.
You gotta ask. If you don't ask, you already shot yourself in the foot.
Hey, look.
The worst thing my mother always told me, the worst thing somebody can tell you is no.
That's right.
You just go to the next. Yo, my mom.
Hey,
I don't know a lot of people know this, but I grew up in a Jehovah's Witness, right?
Mhm.
So when my mother used to make me go out in field service and knocking on people's door Saturday morning at 9, 10 o'clock in the morning, waking motherfuckers up, my mother was like, look, you got all these Watchtower Awake magazines. You got to sell them. You know what I'm saying? I bought them. So we got 200. We got 200 more houses to knock on. We're talking about from 10 o'clock in the morning to 12:30 in the afternoon, 2.5 hours. So you're going to get people slamming on the door, and you're going to people say, I'm not interested.
Yep.
That's a given. You're going to get maybe 3 people to open the door and buy magazines, and you might get 2 people to invite you in, to sit you down when it's raining and snowing and shit outside. And that's when you like, damn, thank God somebody let me in the house and let us talk to them. And then by the time we leave, it's time to go home because we've been in there for a whole hour talking about the Bible.
That's right.
And, you know, a lot of times you ain't going to get everybody to say yes. And that's cool.
Right. That's right.
All you need is one person to say, you know what, I'm interested. Or you're going to get, you know what I'm saying, you get that 1 or 2 people out of 100. You just got to go harder.
Hey, look here, man. Let me tell you something. When we pitched the idea to Coke, right? Everybody said they ain't gonna mess with it because we ain't had nothing. I just had an idea. This is what I want to do. You know what I'm saying? Now I used to deal with the folks that's running the Coke situation back in the days when they just had Snapple and vitamin water, but Coke brought Snapple and brought vitamin water, so now they work for Coke. I said, let me throw it up against the wall, see if it sticks.
Yeah.
I reached out, touched her, and she was like, "You know, I can't give you no money,
but
I'm since you're doing this for free, I'm gonna give you product. Just put the banners up, but we won't. I need to see the pictures with the banners on it, and I need to see y'all giving away this Coke product. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Terrell, did we give away the Coke product? You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Every year, Coca-Cola got my back.
Yo,
right?
And that's the start.
And guess what? And then I got a stipend with the product. You know, now you get a couple of dollars because the goal is, and we all on the same page, for them to pay for the entertainment. You understand what I'm saying?
Yo.
So you know what? When I had Jeff and them come through, intro came through.
Yeah, my man Jeff from Intro.
Yeah.
We all grew up.
Yeah. You know, I did a few joints with them, you know, up here. But guess what? Coke paid for them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
You know what I mean? Because their stipend was enough to cover
that. Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
So each year we step our game up.
And that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to evolve.
Because that's what gets people attention.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Now, already, you know what I mean? We're gonna do the Cigar Festival again. I'm gonna do the Unity in the Community again, right? And just like I did with Jeff and them, I'll piggyback through them 2 events,
right?
3 events, right? Y'all come do this for me. This is what I got. Work with me, I'm gonna work with you. I'm gonna make sure you're gonna get some paper,
right?
You know what I'm saying, right? Now this year, I'm using my man Keith Washington.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying?
Wow,
because guess what?
That's what's up.
People gonna follow the lady.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Let me tell you, B. Yo, let me tell you something. Yo, I tell people, and I told Hot Sauce about this earlier. I said, yo, man, there's 4 billion people on Facebook.
That's right.
4 billion people on Facebook.
That's right.
If 10 people do not like me, I'm winning. You're
winning.
Still winning. I belong to
Grand Slam
300 groups, Facebook groups. I share everything I post. 40 shares, 50 shares, 100. I share every fucking thing I have.
That's right.
Any content I have, I share the shit out of it.
That's right.
I overshare.
That's right.
I get blocked sometimes and restricted once a week because I share so much content. They get sick of me. But they pay me too. And Facebook pays me. But I share so much, and that's all I do. Share. All I need is one person. All I need is another LL. Somebody associated with Oprah, Tyler Perry, somebody that's with 50 Cent. Somebody was watching. They like, yo, I'm gonna fuck with this nigga Geechee there. I'm gonna fuck with this dude Geechee there. He aggressive. He passionate. He confident. Not arrogant. I'm confident.
That's right.
And I go harder. I said somebody is going to give me an opportunity. Somebody. I don't know.
Listen.
And that's what.
Sometimes all you gotta do is show up.
That's all you gotta do is show up.
All you gotta do is be there.
Be there
because like right now,
you want half the battles being there.
That's right. Be there.
Show up.
That's all you gotta do is show up.
I had people tell me over the years, ain't nobody trying to hit them rusty cobweb tapes. I'm like, yeah, okay, all right. All right, no problem.
Let me tell you this here. is a young man. I'm gonna call him a young man. His name is Rob Wrigley, right? He's in the UK. He used to come here every year. October, November, and hang out with us with Ron Grant at the Village Underground, right? You know why? He would want to break new acts and artists in the UK, right? So he would come and hang out with us, you know, in the Village Underground, watching all this unsigned talent come through, right? And he would put his hooks in them. Because now, come March, they have all these big festivals, all the stuff going on in the UK. Now he's bringing these new acts,
right,
unsigned acts,
yep,
maybe signed acts or whatever. Bring them, introduce them to the UK, right?
Yep.
You know what? Getting nothing but love, making a lot of money. You know what I'm saying?
Yo,
you know what I mean?
When we did Farmers Boulevard Day, I shared that shit. That shit was thousands. And what happened was, it was so big. We was like, we didn't anticipate it to be that big, but we've grown so much from the third one to the fourth one. The next one we're gonna do in August is gonna be crazy because now the stakes are higher. We got more people like, yo, y'all Queens cats was having fun. Y'all was able to raise money. We was able to have Waka Flocka. We was able to have this one and that one. And yo, next year
they came home.
Now look at the seeds that's planted just from that. Just from that. Now it's going to even be bigger now because now you got LL new album. You got Eminem talking about coming to Farmers Boulevard, talking about farmers. You got Nas talking about coming to Farmers Boulevard. I've had artists from Chicago, Houston, California want to come to Farmers Boulevard.
There you go. There you go.
Because we pushed it.
You build it, they will
We
come.
built it up. We pushed it.
I'm gonna give you a jewel. Just a jewel. Think about it. Put your thinking cap on, right? Take Geechee Dan and the mixtapes and his tapes to the UK. They're gonna eat that
shit
up. You know what I mean? They're gonna eat it up so bad. You gonna pack your bags and you're gonna move. You're gonna be like PM Dawn. You're gonna move to the UK.
It's funny you mentioned this. I just talked to a young lady on Instagram. She lives in Australia, in Melbourne. And she had me on the phone talking to someone that wants to bring me and Diamond to Australia to do a Planet of the Tapes live.
Yeah.
And then get LL to come and bring everyone on the platform from Rock the Bells to come and perform, particularly LL to perform his new album, do all that in Australia. So that's
I'm telling you,
there's so much you can do out here, man.
Let me tell you something, man. You know what I mean? All my years of going places, the love people got for hip hop and for our culture, for our music outside
It's retarded.
It's crazy.
of here. You know what I'm saying? You might not be nobody here.
But you be somebody over
You go over there, they're gonna pay you like it's crazy.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
We was talking, me and Hot Sauce was talking about Melly Mel and Scorpio. They stay in London.
That's right.
Yeah.
They're getting love out there.
They stay.
They
Yo,
getting love
I was
out
on
there.
the phone with them about 2-3 weeks ago. The niggas talking about going back to London.
Yo, I'm trying to tell you, man. I'm trying to tell you. The
And that's
UK
crazy.
is huge. You know what I mean?
Huge.
And the way
Huge
they do
market.
the way they do things, they will take a small spot. Let's the size of the Encore. Use that as an example, right? To do shows, right?
Right.
You go in there, do that show, hour and a half, 2 hours, they kick everybody out
Right.
and send another 1,000 people in there.
Right.
2 hours later, kick them out, throw another 1,000 people in there. You know what I'm saying? It ain't nothing but love, man. Because their rules are different than what ours is here.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They have festivals where you ever saw those old Michael Jackson videos where people was being crushed and they passing out and they
all
lifting
that.
them up and they pass them over the
Yeah.
crowd and shit like
Yeah.
that. You ain't never seen a festival where there's 500,000 people out there,
Right.
outside,
That's crazy.
500,000 people.
That's
Yep.
crazy.
You know what I'm saying? See, we can't do that here.
No.
You know what I'm saying? But over there,
Yeah, man.
and
Sky's the limit out
and,
over there.
and I'm telling you,
For real.
you got the authentic shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You got the authentic stuff, right? Link up with a promoter in the UK.
Okay.
Talk to a promoter in the UK. Don't ride off anybody else's coattails because they're
Right.
gonna mess up the deal.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. No doubt.
You know what I mean?
Right.
You know, talk to somebody a little abstract, off the radar. You know what I'm saying? And I would say, look in the Preston area. You know, Manchester area.
Right.
Right there.
Yeah.
That's what's live.
And-
Yeah,
and-
Manchester. I heard about
Yeah,
Manchester.
yeah.
No doubt.
And then going to London.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? right? Let it give birth in Manchester or Prescott in some places like that, right there.
Right.
You know what I mean? Plant your flag there,
Right.
right? And there's your $1 million. I
Right.
guarantee you, you
Right.
go over there with that stuff right,
Right.
there, and then what you do, you know, you get that I think it's up to 40 days now. It used to be like a 30-day work permit or whatever it used to be.
Visa.
Yeah, you know, for work, for music and stuff like that. We used to do that, right?
Mhm.
And then you open up an HSBC bank account.
Right.
I'm gonna show you how you get your money back over here, not have to pay for it. Right.
Right.
You get an HSBC bank account, right?
Mhm.
And you make sure they pay you. Well, back then we got paid in pounds because pounds was worth more than dollars.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know,
And it's probably still the same.
you know, not euros, pounds, whatever
Right.
you want to get paid for. Whatever pay the best proceed.
Mhm.
They pay you with that. You deposit it in your HSBC bank account.
Right.
HSBC's here,
Right.
over there, everywhere. Right.
Right.
Now your money's there. Now you're not bringing your money back.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Your money's already in the bank,
It's already in the bank. Right.
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 so you ain't got to clear nothing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
I
guess
didn't
what?
think about that.
So guess what? Now that you over there, and you know what, you was over there for 30 days,
Right.
right? And then all you gotta do is leave for 1 day.
Mhm.
Just fly from you can fly from the UK into Ireland and spend the night, then fly back for another 30 days.
Wow. Okay.
You just gotta leave for 1 day,
Oh, word.
just 1 day,
Okay.
and come
I
back.
didn't know that.
Just 1 day,
Okay.
and come back. And let me tell you something. There's your $1 million.
Right.
There's your $1 million
Right.
because you got something that's tangible, a product, and see everybody want the history.
Right.
They don't want what they see on the internet.
Right.
But if you can come there and say, look, I got
those
this,
tapes.
pop this in,
Right.
Wow.
listen to that,
Wow.
and they can hear the static, they can hear this, they can
Wow.
hear that,
Right.
right? The date and the time, you know, and
Classic
you can say,
hip-hop.
well, you remember Eddie Cheever, right? A lot of people didn't even know Eddie Cheever was from Queens.
That's right.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? You know what? You know, when you can break out stuff from the Fantasia and the La Chalette, then you can talk about, you know, DJing in the park.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? People have no idea how world-renowned Infinity Machine is.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yep.
No idea.
Right.
You know what I mean? Grandmaster Flowers. These people over there, they want to know all
They
that.
want to know all this history.
But if you can come bring it to them and show it to them, and then you know what? Then you can sell it to them.
Right.
They're gonna buy it. There's your $1 million, man. That's your money. That's
Right.
your come up. See,
Right.
screw these jokers here.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yep. Yep.
Screw because most of these jokers ain't never been nowhere.
Right.
Right.
You know what I
Right
mean?
about that.
And what's gonna get you going? Once they hear your accent,
Yep.
they're gonna say you American, you fat.
Yep.
All Americans are fat, right?
Yep.
Mhm.
And guess what? All the women want to hear you say, "Hey, baby."
Right.
Say, "Hey, baby."
You from
in the
New
UK,
York?
"Hey, baby." That's the only one you
the
say.
lingo. You from New York?
You say, "Hey, baby." They gonna plug you in with they gonna plug you in with everybody.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right. Right.
And all you need is one pub
Right.
to say, "Okay, Geechee Dan is here with the mixtapes,
Mhm.
hip hop, the birth of hip hop, New York hip hop,
Word.
the real
right.
shit."
Word.
You off to the races,
Right.
and everybody
Now,
gonna piggyback on this.
speaking of tapes, I was approached by. I had an article in the Spin magazine last year, and someone saw the article in the magazine and reached out to me and introduced me to a book publisher, was a literary agent,
Mm-hmm.
and he said, "How many tapes do you got?" I said, "About 1,100."
Mhm.
And he said, "What about a book? Try to see if we could get a book deal." And I came up with an idea called the Book of Tapes, Volume 1,
Mhm.
Volume 2, and Volume 3, and
That's dope.
have 300 tapes or 400 tapes put per book,
Mhm.
and see if I can get a publishing deal for a book. You know,
You
for
can,
three,
but
for 3 books.
You can, but why would you give away that much product? You can do it in series.
Yes.
I'm gonna give you this year. I'm gonna give you 1976
Right.
as a volume.
Or 70. Right.
77, 78,
Right.
79, 80. Give it to them in series like that.
What, like 1 year,
1 year,
2 years?
because so much change in 1 year.
Right.
That's right.
You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
I didn't think about it like that.
And
That's
then check this out.
Yeah.
Check this out.
Yeah.
Then the influence of the European music
Mhm.
that was part of hip hop, the birth of hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Most of the break beats that were being played back then in the beginning of hip hop
Mhm.
came from the UK.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, we had our stuff here too,
Right.
but a lot of
Something
the
from over there.
a lot of the mega
big
hits, the mega hits came from the UK. Trans Europe Express,
That's
Kraftwerk,
Buffalo Girls.
just one. Exactly.
Malcolm McLaren.
That's right. You know what I'm saying?
They they love that shit over there in Australia. and
Right. So
UK.
that's my point. So you know what? You gotta, like the girls say, use what you got to get what you want.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You got it.
That's a
Right.
fact.
You can
though.
get it. But see, these jokers see no value here.
Right.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And they see no value in you because they say, yeah, he got the takes, but is he really hip hop?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Why should he reap the benefits? That's why
Right.
they blocking you.
Right.
So you know what? I don't need y'all.
Right.
You know, I'm
Right. On to the next.
I'm
On to the
I'm
next.
gonna take this show on the road.
That's it.
Right.
You know what I'm
And,
saying?
and work backwards.
That's it.
And see, and then when you come back and you got $2 above lunch money, everybody won't be your friend now.
Of course.
Right.
Right.
And now,
Yep.
you know what? Now they want you to host all the parties.
Of
Mhm.
course.
Now
of
the big
course.
concerts, they
Yep.
walk you out on the stage. You know what I mean? They
Mhm.
want you to be a part of that. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So
Right.
that way, sometimes you know what? You don't want me, but you need me.
Right.
See, they need you, they just don't know me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You know, see, L see the value in it. He saw the value in you. You know,
That's right.
it wasn't just so much that we all Queens cats, but the
He had
business in
something.
him, he saw the value of it.
That's right.
So
Right.
let me get Geechee Dan before anybody else get
That's
Geechee Dan.
right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because
Right.
you know what?
Definitely. Yep.
If he had the time and if he could find the time, he would take that product and take it across the pond, as they say.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And it's going to win because guess what? When PM Dawn left the United States after KRS-One and all them dissed them and everybody was dissing them and doing all kinds of stuff, but
Yeah.
they went across the pond and got nothing but love
He killed him.
Right.
That's right.
Right.
and said, you know what? Why we got to go back to
Why we
Jersey?
gotta go back to this motherfucker?
That's right.
Why go back over there?
That's
Right.
right.
You know what I'm saying? Guess what?
Look at the same thing. Look what 50 Cent did.
Yeah.
They blackballed him in here in New York.
Yeah.
He went got down with Dre and Eminem
That's right.
and then worked his way back.
That's
That's
right.
right.
That's right. You got
Blew up
You
and
gotta-
came back.
Yeah, you got to spread
That's
your
right.
wings, man. You got to go out there and see what else is out there.
That's
They
right.
didn't want L left. I mean,
50
Nah.
Cent, they blackballed
They
50.
black. They
Everybody was
blackballed.
blackballing. 50.
Niggas was blackballing 50 Cent.
Word.
Mhm.
That's why he
He-
got beef with everybody.
That's
Nas, all of them, he got beef.
He
with
went, and Eminem snatched him up. Him and Dre, they snatched him up, gave him $1 million deal, and he did, and dropped that birthday shit.
Mhm.
That shit is fucking 10 times platinum now.
That's right.
That shit is diamonds
in the club.
in the club.
It's
Yeah,
diamonds.
he
Yeah,
hit.
it's diamonds.
He off the rip
And
started. He changed the mixtape game.
that's right. And
But they
all started from the mixtape.
but leave it up to the here. They like fuck that nigga. We ain't putting that nigga on.
You know what I mean? Listen, man. I remember when he was running with Chaz and them.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? And the whole nine, man. You know what I mean? And they fit the script on him. Everybody fit the script on him. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
Mm.
Now look at 50. He
But
got
I guess-
4. He got 3 top shows on Showtime.
And guess what?
He went to Louisiana.
And he's the number 2 real estate owner in Baton Rouge.
In Baton Rouge.
Shreveport.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
owns the second most property
In that city.
in that city.
I can believe it.
That's crazy.
I can
Yeah,
believe it. And these
man.
are things that we won't see because it's behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, you know what?
Okay.
Because you know what?
Sometimes you gotta go where you get the love and then come back.
That's a fact.
And that's how it is, man.
You
I
know?
want to tell you and everyone about my tapes again, because I have my favorites,
Mhm.
and I want people to know that there's 10 favorite tapes that I have in hip hop. And I want everybody to, want to share. I want to share that if we got enough time.
Drop it. Drop it.
Dylon,
if you do it.
Dylon, and Dylon.
Drop it.
All right, bet. First tape, one of my 10 favorite tapes that I have, that I always listen to at least once a month. Grandmaster Vic versus DJ Brother B at the Elks Lounge, 1985. They did the Boss Crew and Vic destroyed I Can't Stop. And it sounds like a Bronx tape. But it's a Queens tape, but it sounds it sounds like a Bronx party.
So uptown.
So uptown. Yo, Grandmaster Vic destroyed I Can't Stop. And then they did the routine, Coke Ass Life routine with
That's
the
right.
Boss Crew.
That's right.
Him and Spank Gene on them.
Coke
Ass Life. Yo.
Yes,
And
sir.
it was so you can hear the scratches from the rising to the top.
That's right.
You can hear it was so dope. That was one of my favorite tapes. I played that shit. I think I played it last couple days ago. I played it for like 15 minutes. Because I always do that. I always play my favorite tapes. Second favorite tape, Stardust Ballroom 1982, Cold Crush 4, and the Jazzy 5 MCs from Soundview performing together.
Sam, you stand up. You already
Big
know.
salute to Jazzy 5, Cold Crush. Cold Crush was going in on a group. And I initially thought it was the Jazzy 5, but it wasn't the Jazzy 5. It was the Furious 5. And they said it on tape. They said it on tape. They calling out the
Furious 5.
The records, they can't keep getting them over. Fuck, I don't give a fuck if you down with God or we were the Cold Crush, and they was talking mad shit, and they said a lot of subliminal shit that the Jazzy 5 thought it was about them. So Jazzy 5 was put on the spot, and the routines, their rhymes was on point that night. Like never before that I heard with the Jazzy 5. That's another favorite tape because it was real intense. You could hear it. You could hear it in the tape. You're like, damn, motherfuckers sound like a battle. Officially, not unofficial, but it just sounds like a battle.
Right.
But this tape was so dope. I was like, yo, that's my second one of my. I got a tape with Biz Markie at a party. Rest in peace, Biz. He's at a party in Brentwood with his crew. He's 14 years old. It's 1979. First time on the mic.
Oh, 7.
First time on the mic. Never been on the mic before. And he was emulating the L Brothers because that was his favorite crew, his favorite hip hop group at the time. He wanted to emulate them and he wanted to sound like them so bad that he was so nervous. He was so nervous he couldn't rhyme. And that's a classic.
That is classic.
First time tape. First tape.
Biz Markie ever was
Biz
on.
Markie on.
That's crazy.
Definitely.
Fourth tape. Cold Crush 4 tape. It's the Treacherous 3 second anniversary party. It's the Cold Crush. They Grandmaster Cass is going out of heckling the crowd, and they called the Treacherous 3 was going in. Kumo D was rhyming, the fast rhyming. Big shout out to Special K, LA Sunshine, Kumo D. They called out the Furious 5 at the end of their party. Their event. They was like, we're the Treacherous 3. We calling out the Furious 5. We calling out Melly Mel. They named the names.
Yes,
and I was like, oh my, this is so iconic.
Dope.
And the Cold Crush, their routines was on point.
Always.
Charlie Chase was
always
on point.
I remember watching them in the T Connection and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And the freezing ass T Connection. That Richie T never had no damn heat in that motherfucker. Freezing ass. The DJ booth was so damn small up there at the top. You know what I mean? I remember all that.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
It was like a balcony.
Yeah.
Another tape. Of course, it's the Busy Bee Kumo D battle at Harlem World. Force MCs, Johnny Wild, Busy Bee, Cold Crush. You know what I'm saying? That was classic. I got a Zulu Nation tape. It's the 6th annual anniversary, 1981.
Jeez.
It's at the parts of it is at the T Connection, and parts of it is at Bronx River.
Okay, in the projects.
In the project.
Yeah.
And Cosmic Force went in, Cold Crush went in, So Sonic Force went in, Jazzy 5 went in, they all went in.
I know that tape.
Man, they went
know that
in, and it's clear.
You was there at some of them?
You probably was some that.
I was at some of them joints. I was, man.
Yeah.
You know what? Listen, we was up in the T Connection, brother. You know what I mean? We was up in the T
Big
Connection.
salute.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, T Connect. White Plains Road,
That's
also
right.
Gun Hill Road, as I was
That's
told.
right.
Yeah,
Yep,
yeah.
Another tape that I had from Queens, Mikey D is at 231 Park, 1987.
Damn.
And he's going the fuck in.
That's when Mikey D was king of New York, man.
He was
Believe it or
going
not,
to
he was
fuck
king of
in.
New York.
He was
He
going
was the
in.
king of Queens, I should say, at
The
that point.
nigga said,
Yeah.
the nigga was talking, he said, hip hop Hitler, boy, you in danger, sending all rappers to the gas chamber. I was like, oh my God.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yo, salute to Mikey D.
Mikey
He
D was
went
the
in
dude.
on that tape,
He was
and
the
then
dude.
he was dissing, he said some liminal shit, and he was dissing Slick Rick, and you know, and the Kid Quick was on there.
Mm-hmm.
Cutmaster JT, the Amazing DeWitt,
Uh-huh.
they was going. Southside was
Southside was in the building.
Yeah, it was 231 Park.
Mm-hmm.
Jeez.
I have a tape at the Encore. Cool J, Spud, Devon, and them. It was Black Just from the Supreme Team. It was his
Black
birthday
Just,
Yeah.
party.
Uh-huh.
And LL said some freestyle, did some freestyle off of Outstanding by the Gap Band.
Mm-hmm.
He went in, and I was like, yo, this was a dope LL tape, freestyling. That's another one of my favorites. I got a tape from the T Connection with DJ WizKid.
WizKid, man, you know
Oh
what?
my God.
When we was rocking Sandwich, WizKid didn't have no MCs.
Yeah, big shout out to Sandwich. That's
So
my dude.
so Sandwich needed some MCs, right?
Mm.
So and Jazz was the one who brought us to the Bronx, right?
Mhm.
So the Almighty Force, Raheem and Shaheem,
Yeah.
almost sandwiching them, wanted us to cut loose Buddha and them as the DJs and become WizKid's MCs.
Get the fuck out of here. That's
Word up.
dope.
Right, word up.
WizKid's.
Almighty Force,
Oh.
you know what I mean? Check with Raheem Shaheed, they'll tell you. You know what I'm saying? Samson said, nah, he need MCs. We know y'all ain't from the Bronx, y'all from Queens, but y'all linked them up because WizKid was nasty.
WizKid was nice.
He and talk about
if he would have lived,
he
if he'd have lived,
cut
he
the
would've
record
gave-
to the bone.
Yo, he would have got at Flash.
That's right.
He
That's
would
right.
put some. He would yo.
That's right. The boy was nasty.
WizKid was nice,
And he was a nerd.
he was nice. He was a nerd too. I heard.
He was a nerd.
No,
nerd.
was a,
That's
he
why we
was
got
that
along. We
dude.
had shit in common and shit. You know
So
what
I
I'm
got a
saying?
tape with WizKid, Soul Sonic Force, Jazzy 5, the Magnificent. Was it the Magnificent Four? I forgot. What's the brother's name? Ed Papers
Mhm.
was part of this crew.
Mm.
Big shout out to them. They was part of the Magnificent Four. I forgot. It was another crew that was associated with Zulu Nation. Funk Machine was on the tape, and they was just going the fuck in. They was all taking turns,
Mhm.
and that's another favorite because WizKid, who's no longer here, he destroyed. He was one of the first I heard destroy "I Can't Stop."
That's right.
He went in on "I Can't Stop,"
That's right.
man, and that.
And,
so,
and look at the watch him work was amazing because guess what? He didn't look like that guy.
right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Heard he looked real nerdy.
He was super nerdy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
It was like this dude
This
here
dude is nice.
was bad, man.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
They say you
And
can't
I'm gonna
judge
tell
a
you,
book by its cover.
the only reason why the Almighty Force didn't take up the opportunity because we were loyal. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We was loyal to what we had. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I got to ask you
And
about the Almighty Force. Did they battle Dr. Rock and the Force MCs?
Yes.
Okay, they told me they did. They
In
told me
Staten
in
Island,
Staten Island, they won.
in the Jersey Street Park, I
Right.
was there because I remember how I could tell you how it started. Right? He said, "Listen up, Stevie D, because I'm not flaking. We came to Staten Island because we heard that you were breaking. We heard you wanted war, so we couldn't ignore it. So now I'm telling you and your crew to go for it. Remember that record called Ain't No Stopping? It's about us when we're show shocking. The juice we have, we never ever flaunt it. Seems like to me that you crab niggas want it. But if you think you get it, man, you got to be joking. Yeah, and don't forget the most supreme has spoken. Boom! It was on and popping from there. That's how the show opened up.
Somebody
Somebody
heard you.
somebody heard you.
Yeah.
Somebody heard you.
Genesis Radio, what's poppin',
Yo.
fam? What's going on? Ain't nothing, fam. What's going
What's
on
up?
with you, bro? All right.
We over here
Who
kicking
is
it.
who's calling?
Yeah.
He from Sound, bro. He from
Yeah,
Sound.
you already.
Oh, you
But-
from Sound?
but-
You already.
But
You
let me
already.
tell
The
you,
view.
that battle was so intense because you know what?
Hold on, Jen. Hold on.
I was third in line to get on the mic.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you know what? We was ready for the ass because you know what it was? We was from Queens, right? And you know, everybody had an issue over the name.
Right.
Right.
And then because we performed in the T Connection, we were brought from Queens to the Bronx. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And introduced to the audience. And you know, like, so you know, it was like
Kind of confusing to them.
everybody, I was like, you know, and see, you know, what's my man name? I forget his name now. He did the thing. He was the promoter, so he kind of pushed the Forcing. They used to be called the Forcing C's back
They're the
then.
Force
The Force MCs, right? Dr.
Before
Rock
they
and the
became
Force MCs,
MCs,
or
right?
Dr. Shock and the Force MCs.
And when we were done, they were the Force MDs.
Right.
Wow.
Did
You know what I'm saying?
Did them
I
dirty.
mean,
I wish you had that tape.
and listen.
Was there ever a tape?
Yes.
Well, hold
yes.
on. Let's get the caller involved. Talk to the
Shaheed
caller.
got the tape.
Shaheen got the tape.
Shaheed
To this
from
day.
Almighty Force, he got the tape.
Oh man.
They got it. They got
We
it.
good, bro. How you doing, man? What's going on?
What's good, B? Soundview, what's up?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, B.
You know
We
it.
gotta
Hell
do
yeah.
it. We gotta do it.
Only right here.
You know what I mean? Trying to. Yeah.
Respect. Yep. 1, 2.
Yeah, no, I'm trying to turn that red mic up a little bit so we can hear him a little better.
Okay.
We got you. We got
Yeah,
you.
we got you.
I gotta see if we can get that tape.
Look,
Add to my collection.
You got to hit him. Yo, that was so crazy.
What year was this?
Ah,
82, 83?
around that time, yeah.
Okay.
Around that time,
The
because
time when the Force MCs battled the Cold Crush? in Patterson?
right around that same time.
Okay. That was
You know what I'm
83.
saying?
Wow. 83.
Right about that
I-
same
that's
time.
What I was 11?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's my other
Because
favorite tape.
it was in that park right there, Jersey City Projects. It was in the park out there. You know what I'm saying? And our man couldn't he put it together because he was the go back and forth between like, oh, they said this and they said that. You know what I'm saying? So he was a Queens cat that moved to Staten Island. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it was going back. Oh, that's our name. No, that's our name. You know what I mean? Because like,
Right.
you know,
I didn't know that
Yeah.
that history.
Yeah.
I heard about it.
Cold Crush?
I didn't know.
yeah.
Or Force MDs. We talking about
Yeah.
Cold Crush?
No,
No,
we
Almighty Force.
Oh,
Almighty
Force.
So, you know, and it just went back and forth. And then we like, you know, we kept missing everybody because when Sandwich and them would book us to come to the T Connection, right? Van Silk, that's what I was thinking about. Van Silk used to promote them.
Yes, he
You know what I'm
did.
saying?
Yes. Yeah, salute to him.
So we would be at the T Connection and they would they'd be in Harlem World.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? So we could never get
Get
together,
together and battle.
and do
Do it again.
it that way.
Right.
So we was like, now, you know what?
We going to Staten Island.
You know what I'm saying?
There you
We going
go.
to Staten
Pull,
Island.
go on their
You
turf.
know what I'm
Pull up
saying?
on
You
them.
know, and it was Arbor Day. Because
Oh.
they had that Arbor Day
The
thing.
Arbor Day event. Yes. Yep.
It was Arbor Day.
Yep.
So we rolled out there. We was deep. You know, we had the whole Q Borough with us.
Right.
I mean, when I say we had the whole crew, this is the one time that
You had
Every-
Queens.
we had the
Queens.
north side, the south side, we
damn.
had Flushing,
Right.
we had Left Rack,
That was heavy.
we had
Ooh.
Astoria.
That was
You know what I'm
heavy.
saying? Because
That
you know
was
what?
heavy.
We was Queens.
Right.
We was
right.
Queens.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So boom, we roll out there. You know what I mean? And they look at us like, what they gonna do? Nah, y'all.
Yeah, I got to get that tape.
Y'all sing. Now they had harmony. You know,
Harmonizing.
they
Right,
had that. That was
right.
their thing,
Right.
right? But they was whack MCs.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, we came in there like I just dropped that verse on you, man. What? You can't.
They was stuck.
They didn't know what to do.
They were
Right.
stuck. They
You know
was
what I'm saying?
different
They was
elements.
stuck.
And then and then it ended in gunshots.
Right.
You
But
know
back
that
then-
was
back
coming.
then
You knew that was coming.
Then they used to just bust in the head.
Bust in the
Yo, so
head.
Say,
let me
but,
ask-
but like I said, we had shooters with us.
Right.
So you know,
Yeah.
we heard you wanted war, so we couldn't ignore it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You know,
So let me get the call involved. Your caller. So
You-
where do you think hip hop is at right now?
In the basement.
in the
In
basement.
the basement. Yes, sir. In the
Wow.
basement, man. Things have changed, man. You know it ain't what you hearing right now from the pioneers, huh?
Corporations out the next. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna come with that underground funk, that hot. You know, that nuclear fallout.
Right,
You know?
right,
It's supposed. You know?
right.
if I had to say it, I would say hip hop,
Hey, I'm from
New York hip hop is dead and stinking.
Yeah, we in the basement. We done.
Dead and
We
stinking.
done.
Yes.
in my daily chronicles, you know, so it's the way we do it.
Right. That's a fact. But yo, Jeb, I appreciate you calling in. Caller, salute to you, man.
Yeah,
And
man.
keep on
Thank you.
tuning in,
Thank
bro.
you so much, man.
We here for you, man. We do this for you. You know what I mean?
Yo, we appreciate you, man. Keep doing what y'all doing, man. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, man, we got to show these kids how to do it, you know, because they kind of lost sight with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with
Actual
you
fact.
100%.
They blind.
Actual fact. Yo,
You know what I'm
God,
saying?
yo, thank you for the love, man. Thank you for
Yeah.
calling up.
Yo, tell a friend,
Represent
man.
Represent
We
Selma.
back.
Word up.
Yes.
That's what's up, fam.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Salute.
And you know what? I'm gonna hit you in the head with this. I'm gonna take you back to 1976, 76, 77. You remember that record, Express Yourself?
Yes.
Remember that?
The one
Yes.
NWA sample?
Yeah, the one they
Express
sampled.
yourself.
Express
Express
yourself.
yourself.
Mhm.
No, not
that
that
one.
one.
This one was
No,
express yourself.
Yep.
Ooh.
Oh, that one.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
New York
Part of my
City
singing,
Community
yeah.
Choir.
Mhm.
I was in that group.
Oh shit, word.
Wow.
Damn.
12 years old.
Wow.
First recording I ever was a part of.
Wow.
Damn.
We were a church choir
Right.
because that's a gospel record. It was
Mm.
gospel. You know what I'm saying?
Wow. Now,
See?
you mentioned 1976, right?
I was 4, bro.
All right. I got a tape.
I was 4.
I got a very clear tape of 1976, New Sounds, JT Hollywood, Rapper P. They all at Superstar Cafe in Manhattan, and they have a disco rappers convention. It's a contest,
Mm-hmm.
a disco rappers contest, and each rapper that performs chooses their record to talk their shit.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't rhyming,
Mm-hmm.
so 3 of them chose "Love Is a Message,"
Mhm.
obviously, because that was the shit record back
Mhm.
then, and somebody else chose another record, and the tape was so dope and clear, and they like it's 76, and so this is what was going on in 76. There was no scratching, there was
No scratching.
there was nobody cutting.
Play the record for
They was
15
mixing.
minutes.
They was
15 minutes.
mixing records in.
And they were doing the freak. The dance was the freak.
Right.
Yeah,
And
the
they-
freak, y'all. The
and
freak,
they,
y'all.
would stop.
Yeah, I remember that.
And they would stop the record and back it up, like stop the record and then they play it again.
Yeah, uh-huh.
And that's another favorite tape of mine. That's 7. I got let's see. Another tape favorite of mine is a Funky 4 and Africa Islam and Zulu Nation at a park jam.
Mm.
Um
I was in the Bronx.
it's in the Bronx.
It
It's
had to be. Yeah, it had to be.
it's a park over by
Sound
What's that?
Sedgwick?
170 70 no. I forgot the name of the park, but it's a 123 park.
123 is by us.
That's
That's Soundview.
That's
That's Soundview.
Soundview. Yeah,
That's
123 park.
Mhm.
And they had the echo chamber.
Yes, y'all,
Yo.
to the beat, y'all.
They killed it.
Yes.
Classic.
Yes.
Rodney
Classic.
C.
Rodney
Sha-Rock
C.
killed
Sha-Rock,
it.
yeah.
Yes.
Funky
Pow
4
Wow.
plus 1.
Yo,
Yes.
they was going back and forth rhyming, and then the record cut off because somebody was trying to start some shit, and they had to echo, "Yo, get the fuck out the park with that bullshit, shit."
That's
Yo,
crazy.
take that shit down the street, that bullshit. Yo, and you can hear the record spinning back and shit.
Mhm.
And then they went in, baby.
Mhm.
But
It
you
was
know-
so dope because to hear the echo chamber.
Mhm.
That's part of
That's hip
hip
hop.
hop.
That's part of hip
And they
hop.
don't
And-
talk about
and-
the echo chamber.
And
They
you know
don't
what?
talk about all
And you
that
know
shit.
what? Because back then, hip hop was DJ driven,
That's right.
Right.
right?
That's right.
The MC was just
He was just
something
a
extra.
crowd
He,
motivator.
he- he-
Crowd
he was
motivator.
just a hype
That's
man
what
for
it
the
was.
DJ.
He was a hype man.
You know what I'm
right,
saying?
Right.
Yo,
But then, listen. Once the DJ messed up when he went out and brought an echo chamber,
yo.
the DJ messed up.
He fucked up.
Yeah. I ain't
going.
gonna front. I remember Sauce had an echo chamber. I used to be in this crib. Yo, put the echo chamber on.
Yeah.
I would hear myself 1
Let
1
me tell
1
you.
2 2 2
Yo.
2.
It
Yeah.
it was a little box, maybe
Yeah.
a little smaller than
Yeah.
the speaker,
Yeah, I remember that.
with
Yeah.
knobs on it.
Sure
Yeah.
enough.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
And see, but you
I
know
heard
what?
some.
Though?
I heard some of them had a foot pedal.
Oh, you could
Like
have plugged the
all
pedal
of it?
in. You
Yeah,
could have plugged,
yeah.
plugged it in.
Yep. Pow Wow told me.
Yeah,
he
you
had
could have plugged the
foot
pedal
pedal.
in.
But you
A
know what?
guitar pedal, you could have plugged it in. Yeah.
See now what we talking right now is real classic hip hop. When you could go to a school park and see these MCs rhyming, you ain't gotta buy no tickets. You can walk right in the park. You
Yep.
dig what I'm saying? You seeing the funky 4 plus 1. You seeing, you know what I'm saying? You
Right.
seeing the Cold Crush. You seeing all these pioneers going in. And you know what? Maybe we need to bring that back.
Because it
Maybe we
wasn't,
could bring that back.
Right.
it wasn't
Yes.
about
We could.
the money
That's
then.
what I'm saying.
We
Not
could.
them.
We could.
Yeah,
Right.
we could bring that back.
It wasn't
Yeah.
about the money then.
It wasn't about money.
So,
It was
you know,
just, and that's what I'm
Nah,
saying.
It was the joy.
That's
of
my
it.
point. Maybe we got to go back
It
to
was
the
fun. It was
basics.
good times. It was fun.
They
It
say
was fun. Good
history
times, man.
repeats itself.
Maybe we got to go back
You
to
know
the
what I mean?
basics, man, and get a bunch of. It ain't got to be the old school artists. It ain't got to be the pioneers. It could be up and coming artists.
That's right.
You dig what I'm saying?
But-
Just spitting on the mic in the schoolyard.
Yeah, but they got to clean up. Because I'm gonna tell you, bro.
Of course,
I
of course.
I never
Yeah.
forget. It was like, ain't that little boy from Morningstar? Didn't
Uh-huh.
play the-
But you know what's crazy? When
Did
you
he
heard
play-
the artist curse in the park, everybody in the crowd went, "Oh!"
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? What I'm
Yes,
saying?
sir.
Like
Yeah.
that
Yes, sir.
one curse
That one
word turned the whole
Whole
party
party
up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Turned it
Let me
up.
tell you, Zulu Nation was playing records because Bambaataa had access to was the master records.
That's right.
So he on some of these tapes, on my Zulu Nation tapes, I'm hearing records that no other crews played and rhymed off. So when I'm hearing,
Only he had them.
only he had them,
And he
and he had a herpy. Yo, they
and
had
he-
a herpy.
and he
they-
went labeled them all so nobody
Yo.
can still find out what it was.
They had a Herbie Hancock 12-inch, and they was rhyming with the echo chamber. And I'm telling you, this is how it sounded. To the beat, y'all, to the BB. Yes, you don't stop or keep on. My name is Pow Wow, and I'm on the go. And yo, stop the music. What the fuck? Hold up, stop the music. And you were like, what the fuck is going on? What's up with all that talking shit? You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
You
sir.
like, yo!
That shit was
And they
fire.
said, yo, this shit was like, oh,
That
shit.
shit
Let me
was
tell you,
fire.
bro.
No, it was just the spirit about it.
Once it hit, it hit.
Yo, man.
Yeah.
Once
I
it hit, it hit.
I remember vividly, right? For me, for hip hop, right? Run DMC, right? They first came out with that song, and you heard Run say, so if you say you heard a rhyme, we're gonna have to fight because I just made the motherfucker up last night. That was it.
That was
Yes.
it.
That was
That
it.
was it.
You heard that curse word, everybody
That was
lost
it.
their mind, like,
Everybody, oh, shit. Oh,
and that was
yeah.
live.
That was live.
That was live.
That was
Right.
so-
You know what I'm saying? What I'm
Game
saying?
over.
So
That's right.
the get down.
To get down.
Who is that really about?
That's about Herc.
Funky 4 plus 1 more?
I know it's about Herc. I know Herc is involved.
They had a Funky 4 and a Fantastic 4, right?
It was fun, yeah.
So
But they call themselves the Fantastic. It wasn't Fantastic Four. They used to call themselves
was
the
it the
Fantastic.
dynamic
The Fantastic.
something?
Huh?
It was the dynamic something, right?
I'm gonna say the only person I know who can answer that question for you. Raheem.
You have to ask Ryan.
You know why?
He was involved with
He
the
was- Raheem was in everybody's group
Yeah.
before he landed in the Furious 5.
Yeah.
Remember we had Raheem here though. Remember we had him here. We
Yeah.
had him as a whole. Yeah, as
That's
a
right.
guest.
He's
yeah.
a-
He was with the original Funky Four.
He was a rich.
He
Was
said
the
that,
original
though.
Four.
Yeah,
He said
that's why I
that.
said
Remember,
he-
he said that
I do gotta
from
take
Lamberg.
that.
And they came and got him from Lamberg. He was
Yeah.
in labeled in Lamberg. He was
He's-
one with the Funky Four.
He's the only one who can answer that question for you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I got a tape from the original Funky Four, 1978,
Raheem was
with
on.
Raheem.
Raheem was
Six.
Ain't that many people have this tape because it's like you can't find too many original Funky Four tapes.
Mhm.
This is before Shyrock. No, Shyrock, Raheem, KK Rockwell,
Mhm.
KK Rockwell.
and
Jeez.
Jazzy Jeff wasn't down. Rodney C wasn't the other MC.
Kevin Cav?
Nah, it was KK Rockwell. It was Raheem. It was Shyrock, and it was the other brother.
Was it that brother used to call himself Ice Ice?
Nah.
Not Little Rodney C.
Rodney C didn't get down with them. Jazzy Jeff. It was the other brother. What's the other MC from the Funky Four?
I know Kevin Cav.
Now he's fantastic.
Keith.
Keith.
Keith,
That's
yeah,
right.
Keith,
That's right. Thank you.
Yeah, I meant
Keith.
I meant to
Keith,
say
Keith.
I meant to say Keith over Kevin.
And
Cav.
they rhyming off of Super Spur.
Oh
I'm
man.
man.
Sperm.
So that's another favorite.
Yes. Yes.
Now another tape I have, it's a Queens tape. Mikey D battles Kwame.
Mm-hmm.
Kwame.
Kwame.
Polka Dot Kwame.
Get out of here.
Yo, he chewed him up.
I could believe it.
He chewed
Polka
him
Dot
up.
Kwame.
I could believe it.
But I give it to Kwame because a lot of people can't come in the park rhyme and rhyme and they intimidated by that. They can't.
Kwame was nice.
Kwame was
Yeah,
nice.
he was definitely nice.
He
That
held
nice.
his own.
Let me tell you, he was a better rapper than a recording artist.
Yeah,
I can believe it.
Yeah,
I could believe
he came in the park. He did his thing. It was Cutmaster JT, The Amazing Duet, Mikey D, and Kwame.
Mm-hmm.
And what I was told, Kwame came in the park, and he was like, "Yo, you want to get on?" And he said his slick. He said some slick shit. So Mikey D just won the New Music Seminar
Mm-hmm.
that year, like 88, 89.
Mm-hmm.
And then Mikey D got on, and as Mikey D was going the fuck in, Kwame walked out the park.
Wow. Is that bad?
It was that bad.
That bad.
Mikey went in.
So let me ask you. So basically, this is where L gets his battle rap and all that from the Mikey D's and all that.
There was all kind of like a little click together.
There was a click.
You know what I mean?
And that comes to my next tape. I got a LL and Mikey D tape at 231 Park from Allen T Productions.
Mm-hmm.
My man Papa D gave me the tape. He told me not to give the tape to nobody except LL and Mikey D. So the tape is July. It was before T La Rock came out with his It's Yours.
It's Yours, uh-huh.
That didn't come out yet.
Mm-hmm.
And they going rhyming back to back off of Fantasy 3. Jump on it.
Mm-hmm.
What's that Fantasy 3 shit?
Yep.
So they rhyming back to back. Mikey D and LL going back and forth rhyming off of Sucking Them C's and they was going back and forth. Another classic Jim tape. Because it's the first and probably the only tape that you'll ever hear Mikey D and LL rhyming back to back.
That's
on the tape.
crazy. That's crazy.
This is at a block party on 231st Street, Lawrence, in Queens.
How old was L back then when he
This
did
was
this?
14. This was 84.
84.
So he was about
He was a
16.
young,
He
15.
was young. He was young Todd.
Yeah.
He was young
15.
James Todd.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was another favorite tape. And I got another tape. It's pretty dope. RZA
Mm-hmm.
from Wu-Tang Clan is at Baisley Park.
Mm.
And he trying to, he calling out people. He's calling out other MCs. And my man came in and smoked him.
Who that?
The RZA when he was Prince Raheem.
He's Prince Raheem back then.
Prince Raheem
Yeah.
or Prince Rakim, some shit
Yeah.
like that.
Rakim.
Prince Rakim.
I
Yeah,
think.
Yeah.
I forgot.
And my homeboy came in from
Mhm.
Lawrenton. That's
Prince Rakim, yep.
what's his name? He came in Ice Water.
Mm-hmm.
My man Ice Water from Lawrenton came in, got in his ass,
Gave him the business.
gave him the business.
Sheesh.
Yeah,
Because you got a lot of MCs, you got a lot of dudes out there that was dead nice when it came to them lyrics, man.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
Dead
tell you,
nice, man.
there's two classic tapes that I had back in the days, but God knows whatever happened to him, was the first time Slick Rick and Dougie Fresh did Lottie Dottie.
I had that tape.
You know what I mean?
I had that tape.
That was crazy.
I had that tape.
That
Cable Crew.
I had
that, yep,
tape.
that was bananas.
I had
That was bananas.
I had that tape
Because
and the Showstoppers.
because we were there
Mm.
because it was done outside. Because I remember I was standing on the pole. Remember the pole had the yellow thing that say walk on it.
Yeah.
And we climbed on the pole. We were standing on that because there were so many people out there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That was bananas. And then there was another tape with Spoonie G on it.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Spoonie G.
Spoonie G was nice.
You know what I'm saying? You know,
Spoonie G
and,
was
and
nice.
he was talking about his new joint, his new record he was gonna have and shit. You know what I mean? And he was talking about the big beat. You know what I'm saying? He said, "I'm gonna give y'all just a little sample and shit." And he was like, "It's coming, girl. Don't be surprised. It's gonna make your nature rise. Whether you're mean or if you're sweet, this you won't resist. It's the big beat." And the beat came in. Oh my God! Spoonie G's the king, man.
Definitely.
If there ever was a king of rap,
Yeah,
it's Spoonie G.
Yeah, Spoonie. I
Yeah,
can
we
see
get
that.
to Spoonie G.
Spoonie
Now,
G.
my last tape, ironically, is the Treacherous 3 first anniversary at Harlem World, and Spoonie G
Mm-hmm.
and all the Treacherous 3 is fast rhyming,
Mm-hmm.
freestyling. Yo, that shit is so dope, man.
I'm telling you,
Treacherous,
man.
yo, Kumo D. I think I'm gonna say this. I don't know what's gonna upset some people, but I always say Special K and LA Sunshine were underrated, man.
All of them
Because
are.
of Kumo D
Yeah.
overshadowed them.
That's right.
Yeah, well,
That's right.
well, you know what?
Man,
You're right.
They
You're right.
rhyme, they can
You're right.
rhyme.
You're
And
right.
they harmonized.
God,
Big
they
Big
And
can
was
rhyme.
good,
listen, man.
And then Spoonie G was
The-
on it, was
the-
going in.
Them dudes was incredible because
Oh,
Spoonie
my
G
God.
introduced the Treacherous 3.
Yes.
You know what I mean? He
Wow.
broke them. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
He got them put on them to Enjoy Records.
It's right.
Enjoy
But they didn't have a
Records. I
deal.
remember that.
They didn't have a deal.
But people don't realize Enjoy and Sugar Hill Records was actually the same company
Really?
because Sylvia ran Sugar Hill and her husband ran Enjoy.
Smart.
Bobby Ross.
That's right.
Smart.
That's right.
Damn, it's getting late.
And-
bro. What time is it?
and
now?
yeah, man. So
11, yeah.
So those are my classic tapes.
Yes, sir.
And yo, man, just had a great time discussing hip hop,
We appreciate you,
talking
man.
about what we can do to better hip hop in the future, and it's having, and of course, reminiscing
Oh yeah.
about
man.
some of the tapes and some of the parties and some.
Make
of the
sure you
times.
reach out to
Great,
Shahi,
man.
YT Shahi, Almighty Force, man.
Great.
Get
Shout out
that
to
tape. You gotta
Almighty
get that
Force.
tape. You
Yo,
gotta get
And yo,
that.
and you know what? We salute you, man, for doing your thing, man.
Absolutely.
And like I say, man, I listen to your show as much as I can.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? And y'all be doing your thing. Y'all be wilding on it. Y'all be bugging. You know what I'm
Thank
saying?
you,
And I
man.
love it, bro, because
gotta
every
have
time I
fun
hear you,
doing
I'm
it.
like,
Have fun
man,
doing
I
it.
had dude here next to me interviewing him, and now
Right.
look at him. You dig
Yep.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You see, but that's what it is here at Genesis Radio, man. You know what I mean? We keep it real and raw, man. You know what I'm
You
saying?
know
We
what
bring
he
the
said?
rawness here.
You hear what you
You
love
know-
and you love what you hear.
That's
Yeah,
it,
that's
man.
You never know what we're
That's
gonna do.
it,
You
bro.
never know what we're gonna do, man.
Word up, man. So,
In
so
fact,
like I said,
yo, my show comes on in another hour.
wow, you
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So make sure
Yeah.
y'all tune in that Rock
Yeah.
the Bells, man. Playing the other tapes, man.
Word up.
Playing the other tapes with Geechee Dan and what's the
The DJ Diamond, the artist,
Diamond,
DTA. Diamond, the
DTA,
artist.
yeah, man. And yo, it's a great show, man. I'm telling you, they're gonna have you laughing, they're gonna have you
Yeah.
dancing, they're gonna have you bopping your head.
We
Real
have
talk.
great chemistry, man. and
Real
that-
talk, man. Like
that's
me and
something-
Sauce. Like
yeah,
me
man.
and Sauce, man.
That's
You
right.
know?
Absolutely.
Again,
Word.
salute to LL. You know what I'm saying? For giving
Shout
me
out to
that shot.
Queens, y'all. Shout out to Queens.
Shout out to
Shout out to
Queens.
Queens,
Right.
man.
Shout
Y'all
out
keep
to
doing
Queens.
it, man.
Hometown
man.
Farmers.
Word up.
Yeah.
Farmers Boulevard.
And
Right.
you know, and importantly, the pioneers, man, the hip hop pioneers.
Of
I
course.
salute
And
to
look,
all. I
yeah.
love all my pioneers,
Of
man.
course.
I want to give y'all some homework.
All right,
All
that's
right.
what's up.
Rising to the top.
Queens,
Kenny Burke. Queens, right?
Mhm.
Queens.
But how many songs, hit records was birthed from that record?
Oh, you got Dougie Fresh.
Ducky Fresh.
You got
You had OC
OC.
from Brooklyn. He rhymed
Mhm.
over it. You had CL Smooth.
Right,
P-Rock.
but listen, I'm not even talking about the hip hop stuff.
Oh,
I'm the
Mary
R&B
J.
songs.
Blige.
You know what I mean?
Kid
Mm.
Capri. Mary J. Blige remix.
I ain't
Rising
talking
to
about
the
that.
top.
Yeah, I gotta do my homework on
You
that.
talking about Dougie Fresh?
No, I'm talking about the Mary Jane girls, all night long.
All
Oh, word.
All night long was
Listen to
birthed from Rising to the
What's
Top.
up? I didn't know that.
Mm.
Oh, that's what's up.
Listen to it.
See, it's classics,
I gotta
B.
hear
This is
that.
what we
Yeah, man.
I
learning.
didn't know. Yeah.
Yeah,
This
that's
is
where
like
it
a
came
hip
from.
hop. This is like a hip hop
That's where it came
101
from.
class. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
All right, bet.
Kenny Burke,
Kenny Burke A lot of people
One of
don't
the
know
5 steps.
Kenny Burke. A lot of people don't know Grandmaster Vic popularized Rising to the Top.
Because the Rising to the Top, that song was actually the B-side
Right.
of the record
Wow.
that nobody played. Grandmaster Vic flipped the record over and was like, boom, 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 boom,
It started
boom, 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 boom,
and then they started
boom,
repeats
boom,
of that.
boom. That's right. That was the B-side.
That was that's the Southside Jamaican
How
Swing
you
anthem.
doing? Oh,
right.
that was
And it
classic.
was-
Uptown stole it.
And it was an uplifting song, just like Ain't No Stopping Us Now.
That's right.
Because that was in that era. If
That's
you listen
right.
to the lyrics, it's an uplifting song.
That's
You know what I
right.
mean? But that's the homework,
Yeah,
yo.
yeah,
That's right.
But
No doubt.
it's about 10 songs, R&B songs that was birthed from Rising to the Top, using the exact same beat. They just
Okay.
speeded it up, slowed it down.
Right.
I have my
we gotta
answers
have
next
that
to
for
it.
next week.
Next
Next
week,
week.
I have
That's the
my
homework.
answers. Word out. I
But
have my
Pooh,
answers, man.
for next week, let me tell you, our next
Waterbed
guest
Kev.
will be Waterbed Kev
From the
will be in
Fantastic
building.
Five MCs.
Waterbed
Woo!
Cat. That's what
Waterbed
it
Kev
is.
will be in the building.
Let's do it.
And I'm coming back. I'm coming back with him.
Come on,
Yeah.
let's do it.
He
Let's
coming
And then
back.
we're gonna work on some others.
And,
We got some stories to
and the
tell.
week after that,
Mikey D,
Mikey D's going to be in the building.
Come on through.
Yeah.
We got the legends, man.
We
We
don't
bring
know
legends
those
here.
guys.
Master
man.
B
Come
from
on through.
the
Master
Master
B
B might come through from the
Jazzy
Jazzy Five.
That's
So
what
yeah,
You know, Mikey D stole one of my girlfriends, but we can talk about that.
We'll talk about when you talk about that
We'll
when you
talk about
get
that when
here.
you get here.
Yeah, you bring it up when you get here. Yeah.
That's when the light skinned brothers was in.
Yeah.
That's when the light skinned brothers was in. Mikey D stole one of my girlfriends.
Yeah.
And one more shout out to MC Shan. We spoke to
We
him
spoke to Shan
Salute.
earlier.
Salute
before
to
we
Shan.
came
Word.
here. We
Yeah.
spoke
Oh,
to
y'all spoke to him
Shan.
on the phone?
Yeah, we spoke to Shan.
Salute to Shan, man. Word up.
man.
Another
That's
great
Shan.
guy
That's the
in hip-hop,
homie,
man.
man.
Salute to Shan.
Shout out
Word
to
up.
MC Shan, man.
Word
for
up.
showing us
Shout
love
out to all the
at Genesis
pioneers of
Radio,
hip-hop, man.
All
Shout
the
out to
pioneers.
all the aspects of hip hop. When I say
Yeah.
all the aspects, I'm talking about double dutch. I'm talking about beads in your hair. I'm talking about them jelly sandals. I'm talking
Yeah.
about skulls.
Yeah.
We're talking
I'm
about colored
talking
Lee jeans.
colored Lee
My
jeans
man.
with the straight
Hold on,
legs and
hold
all
on,
that,
British
bro.
Walkers.
Where you
Come
had
on,
the
man.
BBDs, man. You can't go with
BBDs,
the
man.
BBDs.
That's why I say hip hop
You
ain't just
came
music.
outside, I thought it was a short set
You know
at
what I
one
mean?
point.
Hip hop
The
wasn't just
BBDs?
music, man.
Flyers.
Hip hop was a statement.
Word.
Yeah.
Hip hop was a statement.
Yo, the
When I said
paint
that, I'm talking about
on
your
the
gear,
side of your jeans.
everything.
It was painted.
That's
Of
right.
course.
Yo,
Hip hop
right.
was a statement, bro. And that's why I say we
Before
can't
the
let them
airbrush
take our
came out.
culture, bro. This is
Yeah.
our culture. We birthed it.
That's right.
We planted that seed. We raised it. Look at the tree. Look at the tree. There's so much branches of hip hop, drill,
Yeah.
all types of stuff. But you know what I'm saying? You got it. We're mad at that type of music, but you can't be mad at it because it's growth in hip hop. It's elevation.
You gotta know.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? Evolution.
Yep.
You understand what I'm
Can't
saying,
knock
bro?
it.
You can't knock it. You
Yeah.
understand what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So, salute to all that. Like I said, all aspects of hip hop. DJs, break dancers,
Yes,
beboppers,
graffiti,
flyers,
flyers, the tapes,
beatboxers.
Mhm.
Yeah.
all
All
that.
the hairstyles, all the bamboo
Yeah.
earrings, all of the dope
Yeah.
rope chains,
Absolutely.
all the
Absolutely.
outfits. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of these name brand clothing wouldn't be where they at if it wasn't for hip hop.
Yep.
That's why I tell you, we
Actual
are
fact.
that. We
Actual
are that.
fact.
We are that
Word
culture.
up.
Our culture is
Yes,
number
sir.
one in every
Yeah.
genre of music. Our culture. They want to blend in. They got hip hop, country hip hop. You understand?
Christian hip-hop.
Christian hip hop.
Reggae hip
We
hop.
everywhere. Russian hip hop,
Russian
Chinese
hip-hop.
hip hop, African hip hop. We're everywhere. They can't stop
Yeah.
us. But when
And
they're
the
stopping
biggest
us-
record company in the world right now is out of Korea.
See, out of
Wow.
Korea.
And so big, right, that the major US companies are doing deals with them.
You see,
You know what I'm saying?
we lost it.
Because
we lost
because,
our niche.
because guess what? The biggest record companies right now that's putting out records and signing people is in Korea and Japan.
You see, ain't that something? Because they love what? Hip
Hip
hop.
hop.
Hip-hop.
They love
Yeah.
our
Yeah.
culture.
They doing it
that
better
we
than
started.
us.
That's
Yeah, it
right.
is.
They
You know what I mean?
break dancing
That's
and
a
DJing
fact.
better than us.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
Dancing
Real.
better than us. Real
They're
talk.
kicking our ass.
Yeah.
Real talk, bro. So yo, we got to get back to what we know. Let's
Word
get
up.
back to what we
We're
got.
gonna get to it.
Dig?
We're gonna
So
get up out of here,
Will
y'all.
we be back next
we
week?
like to thank everybody for tuning in for Genesis Radio.
Word up.
Big shout out to Geechee Dan for coming through.
Word
Thank
up.
you.
Word up.
Congratulations
Word
on
up.
your journey,
Yes, sir.
knowing your worth,
Thank you,
you
brother.
know,
Thank you.
and giving others a chance to have a platform here.
Yes, sir.
at Genesis Radio. We
Yes,
really
sir.
appreciate you, my brother.
Thank
Thank you so much, man.
Thank you. I appreciate that,
Thank
brother.
you.
Terrell,
I'll be
it's
back
always
next
a
week.
pleasure.
I'll be back next week with Waterbed Kev
All right.
from the L Brothers.
All
Yes.
right.
Right.
Yes.
Fantastic. You know what I'm saying? Wild
Yeah.
style.
It's
What
wild
it is.
style.
Let
They
him talk-
having a they're doing a whatchamacallit, a 40th anniversary of B Street. That's coming up sooner, or did it pass already?
Nah, they doing an induction
Yeah.
at the museum in DC.
Yeah, for B Street,
For
right?
B
For the-
Street.
yeah, man.
Yeah. People that was in B Street.
Fire, bro. Fire.
So that's
See?
gonna be in December 28th in Maryland. It's a Saturday. I might go. I'm supposed to go down there, so I might be in the house. I'll be in the building.
Okay.
No doubt. I might go down there. So yeah, man. We see you next week.
Next
And,
week it is,
See you
y'all.
next week.